There's a special kind of pride that you feel deep down inside, a strength that seems to thrive in Lima, Allen County.
The American way of life, to get in gear and do what's right.
An unbreakable forthright link called real American strength. Lima, Allen County, real American strength. Forever moving forward without forgetting where we've been.
Creativity meets technology, where possibilities never end.
Ohio's strong Midwestern know-how, exploring innovative ideas. Deep-rooted but always growing, ever proud of where we live. Lima, Allen County, real American strength.
Community Focus on GTV2 Lima.
Thanks for joining us today on Community Focus. I'm Anne Decker. Scrap metal thefts have become a huge problem in this community. And here today to talk a little bit about what's going on is Lieutenant Jim Baker from the Lima Police Department. Thanks for being here.
Yes, good.
How bad is the problem?
Well, it's continuing to be a worse problem as the economy continues to struggle and metal prices continue to increase. It's something that we see more and more and more.
And what are they stealing?
The basic metals that are being stolen are aluminum, copper, and brass. So if you can imagine, anything that's related to those three metals are a huge target.
So what would that be in terms of the average homeowner, like railings on their porch and stuff like that?
For the average homeowner, one of the big concerns are the copper plumbing in the house, also plumbing fixtures, and then copper wiring in the house. And as we have, a number of vacant houses in the city, these are being broken into and literally completely stripped. Wiring, plumbing, fixtures, everything.
Wow, that's pretty serious.
It's a very, very serious problem.
Now, you told me that there have also been some larger thefts as well of air conditioners?
Well, and this is something that we've just recently seen an uptick in. That's a really big concern, and it's churches have been targeted with having their entire air conditioning units stolen. And as you can imagine, I mean, it's going to be a burden on the church to replace it,
well,
and,
sure.
and then them not knowing about it until they need to turn it on or whatever.
And then you said catalytic converters have also become an issue.
That is something else. If you can imagine, you get out and then you go to start your car and then it's 10 times louder than what you would think it would be, and then you find your catalytic converter's been stolen, and then to have to pay $300-400 to have that replaced. Yeah, big problem.
Why catalytic converters?
The catalytic converters have some precious metals inside of it to help reduce bad emissions, and that's what they're targeting.
What about the guys who buy the scrap metal? Are they on the lookout for any of this stuff?
Yes, for the most part, they've been very helpful, but again, they deal in a large volume, and there's some other cities that have been trying to address this issue. Cincinnati has one of the strictest and most progressive laws about that. One of the ways that they've tried to address the problem is making the buyer hold on to the money for 2 days before they pay the person that's selling it. And one of the issues that we found is sometimes these people that are scrapping have drug problems and they're looking for a really quick fix. So they're hoping that the 2-day delay would help alleviate some of the problem.
Well, at the very least, it gives the owner of the catalytic converter the chance to call the scrap yards and say, mine is missing, did it show up?
Correct. But unfortunately, like in the cases of the churches, it may be a week, it may be a month before they realize that they've lost their air conditioner.
So what can we do about it?
Well, one of the biggest things that we can do about it is what we're doing here today, is getting the information out and letting people know that they really need to be more aware of what's going on. One of the major suggestions, at least for churches and for air conditioning units, is to actually cage them in. It seems kind of extreme, but if you have to replace one, you're thinking, well, that's probably not such a bad idea. The other thing is to actually take a marking tool or engraving tool and put identifying marks on certain high-end pieces of things.
You don't think the thieves would steal the cage right around the air conditioner,
well,
especially if it's metal?
Yeah, again, yeah. The idea, though, is to make it more difficult.
True.
What we have found is that they would tend to move on to an easier target.
Okay. If people do have concerns, or if they notice something weird going on, maybe people hanging out in the neighborhood who shouldn't be, can they call you?
Yes, that would be fantastic, because as you can imagine, if somebody's stealing a catalytic converter, what we found is basically they're using a cutting type tool, which is not quiet. They're crawling under the car. It only takes just about a minute or two to literally cut it off, but it creates noise, it creates sound, and what we really need is somebody to help us out to see something and give us a call.
And what are the penalties for this?
But depending on the value of the theft, it can be a whole range from a minor misdemeanor up into a felony range, depending on the value of the stuff that was taken.
Okay. And the number at the police department if people do have concerns?
419-227-4444, and we always suggest if they feel more comfortable calling Crime Stoppers, please call Crime Stoppers. Somebody knows who's doing it, and there's a relatively small number that's doing most of the crimes, and if we can get those people, it would be very helpful.
Okay. Well, hopefully somebody will turn them in and we can get this stopped.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you for coming in today.
You're welcome.
Lieutenant Jim Baker from the Lima Police Department. When we come back, we'll tell you about the International Festival that's coming up right after this on GTV2.
Turning a 20-foot wall into a canvas takes vision. So will getting into college. I've got what it takes. So do you.
Here at the Humane Society of Allen County, we're proud to be the home of many great animals looking for many great homes. Over the past few decades, we've given thousands of animals hope of a new life. And we want to share our shelter's passion with you because we can't do it alone. To see how you can help animal advocacy in our community, please visit us at hsoac.org. It's never too late to help support the Humane Society of Allen County. Please visit us at hsoac.org.
Welcome back to Community Focus. I'm Anne Decker, and I'm pleased to welcome to the studio today. We have Connie Hornung and Nell, and they're with the Lima Allen County Neighborhoods in Partnership, which is LACNIP, and they've got the big international festival coming up on March 25th. Connie, what do you have in store for us this year?
Well, it's really exciting this year. In fact, we have some new concepts, some new portions for the festival this year. We have some new entertainment. Conkers, the group who sings songs from the British Isles, and Father David Ross will be singing Italian songs.
Ooh, what a voice.
And plus some of our favorite entertainers from the Philippines and India will be dancing. Lots of entertainment going on all day. But our highlight of the day is our Parade of Nations at 2 o'clock. And that was Nell's idea, to have our different displayers, who are from 15 different countries this year, come onto the stage, introduce themselves, and talk a little bit about their countries and their clothing and their culture. And I think that'll be so exciting. Plus, we'll take a group photo, which we've never done.
No kidding.
After all of these years, this is our 6th year for these festivals, and we've never actually done a group photo. And I think that'll be quite beautiful.
Colorful,
and
certainly.
Absolutely. And I'm hoping people will be there at least by 1:30 to see the start of the entertainment and this Parade of Nations. Mayor Berger will read a proclamation for the day, calling that International Expo Day, I'm sure, and we're excited about having him as part. He's always part of these festivals. He's always there and very supportive, and we think this is a really important festival for people to bring their children to, because it's fun to explore all these different countries without having to just read it from a book. You get to meet people one-on-one, talk to them, see the beautiful things from their countries, sample their food, which is the best part. And it's just a wonderful afternoon. It's from 1 to 5:30 on Sunday the 25th.
Well, these are actually folks from Lima who have come here from other places, correct?
That's it. They've chosen to move to Lima. They're working and going to school and whatever in Lima, and you might be going to school or living next door someone from another country and you don't know anything about their culture, and this is a great way to explore it without having to pack a suitcase, pay for the trip, and you get to just go around the world in Lima and explore, and this is such a fabulous festival. It's beautiful, colorful, entertaining,
Delicious.
and just delicious, yes.
One of the things I like is that it really breaks the ice. Sometimes it's hard to get to know your neighbor if they're a little different, but this is a chance to just go and say hi and talk to them and find out that, hey, you've really got more in common than you have differences.
That's the main purpose.
That's true.
It helps dispel some of the rumors that are out there about entire cultures of people, and it is an opportunity for people to talk to others one-on-one, and if they're speaking English, that's not their first language, so they are intelligent people who've come from other countries. They speak probably several languages. They have a lot to share, and you find out that they want everything for their children that you want for your children. They want everything in life that you want, the American dream, and to raise good model citizens as children. The same, so many commonalities. Just because they may dress differently, eat different foods, or speak a different language, just because they're born somewhere else in the world, and these people are from all over the world this year, that's still a wonderful opportunity to see how the world is sort of shrinking, especially with the internet out there, and our neighbors are now from all over the world who are living in Lima, so this is a great opportunity.
What countries do you have represented?
Oh my goodness, we have like 15 different countries this year. Our favorites from Japan, Keiko Han is always with us every year, and Sister Cities committee always comes and helps her run her entire booth. From Egypt, our friend Maha Zahari, Nigeria, the Philippines, Scotland, David Adams will be there.
In his kilt, you get to see David's knees.
Indeed, and India will be represented, Ukraine, Mexico, the LCC Bravo dancers, taught by Michelle Garlock, will be doing their displays on France and Italy again and dancing, and they always prepare the most wonderful food like crepes and all sorts of interesting things, and that's fun to see France and Italy represented. And Italy, as I said, is more represented with Father David Ross singing about Italy. Jordan, we haven't had Jordan until just last year. The Fiji Islands in England, we have the artist Anna Fisher, who was born in the Fiji Islands in the South Pacific, but grew up in England. So she's representing both of those cultures and countries, and it's a really interesting display to see her differences. And Tunisia and Lebanon, we just took on Lebanon is going to be represented this year. We think it's important for Middle Eastern countries to be represented. There's a lot of unrest in the world, and this is a great way, as I said, to dispel the rumors, to talk to people, to learn about what's happening in their countries. Obviously, not everybody in the world hates Americans. They are moving here, they're living here, they're becoming American citizens. So this is a chance to meet people and not think about an entire group of people as one way or another.
Right.
So that's one of the main reasons this is an educational event, but it's also such a fun family event and free this year.
And I was thrilled you decided to make it free this year, so it is accessible to
Well,
everybody.
it's not just that we decided. Nell and Connie Dersham, the neighborhood specialists, were able to raise enough sponsorship funding to cover our expenses and to be able to open this to the public as a free event, which was our goal 5 years ago. But it is a fundraiser for LACNIP, so we were charging an admission fee at the door to help raise some funds for LACNIP, but we didn't have to do that this year, so everything is free. Now, there will be raffle tickets sold and a raffle basket of our international goodies from our different countries that will be donating something towards a beautiful basket put together to raffle off. So there are a couple of events happening during the day. If you'd like to spend a little money, we'll be happy to take it.
Always. Now, why does LACNIP put this on every year? And now LACNIP does so much in the community.
Well, this is my first year as being president, so everything is new to me also, but exciting. Connie's done this, like she said, for 6 years, and I think it puts the the icing on the cake, I want to say, for exploring all of the cultures that we have here in Lima. Lima is a very diverse community, not only with the people of different ethnic groups, but people of all different nations. So
Yeah, we really are.
yeah, it's very blessed and small enough to be able to enjoy it. Where if you were in a bigger city, you're spread out and you wouldn't get to enjoy it. But we're small enough and very, very, very what a good opportunity to sit. So.
We have quite a few active neighborhood associations in Lima and Allen County, but if people out there may be interested in forming a neighborhood association in their little part of town, can they call you guys for assistance?
Yes, they can. They can call up to Connie Dersham's office at 221-5177, and she will get a packet out, and then when you get ready to start your meeting, Connie and I will come out and get it rolling for you. But we do have some other events